What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to TTP Sports and the people that are watching on the painted lines. I guess the Phillies just like to win in walk-off fashion. They've done that the past 3 games. 3 games. 3 walk-offs in a row. Can we just win a normal ball game, please? Can we stop putting it in to these stressful situations? But hey, we won 6 out of our last 8 ball games. Okay. We won 3 in a row, again. Okay, I'll take that. So, the Phillies are on a little bit of a hot streak, but they're winning so many of these ball games so late, especially these past 3 since they have all been walk-offs. But hey, I guess you take the wins where you get them, but second game in a row where Hector Neris blows the save. DJ LeMahieu, a 3-run bomb in the top of the 9th. Ties the ball game up at 7-7. It's not so much the home run that bothers me. It's walking the 2 batters. That's what's probably the most annoying part. Because if you get those 2 batters out, DJ LeMahieu hits a home run, okay, it's only 7-5. The walks are what is more worrisome, honestly, than the home run. And, yeah, I can gripe at Hector Neris as much as I want. This is who Hector Neris is. He's a very hot and a very cold closer. He's a very average closer at this majority of his career. That is who Hector Neris is. He can get very hot at times. He can get very cold at times where he's blowing a lot of saves, and he's in one of those ruts where he's blowing save after save, and maybe at this point you probably just don't go to Hector Neris for the time being until he finds his confidence again, because right now he doesn't look like he has any confidence on the mound when he has a lead. Because once DJ LeMahieu hit that home run, Hector Neris dealt with the next few batters easily. So, Archie Bradley in that top of the 10th inning looked pretty good. Maybe you option to go to Archie Bradley the next few times you need a save opportunity. Give Hector Neris maybe a couple of nights off just to find a way to get his head back into shape. Maybe he just lost some confidence. That's what happens with Hector Neris. That's just who he is his entire career since he's been with the Phillies. That's basically what it is at this point. And you can't really knock the offense that much. They scored 7 runs, and 7 runs is enough to win you a ball game. Just happened to be that way in the 9th inning when Hector Neris blew the save. And that's going to be the major storyline. Again, because he blew the save again. But then Vince Velasquez, that's probably going to be one of the other things that's probably less talked about just because of what else transpired in this game. But Vince Velasquez pitched a pretty screwing up my words. He pitched a damn solid game. He definitely did. And I would say it's a major bounce back from one of his more previous performances. He had a couple of runs early there on, but hey, when he got into jams, he found ways to get out of those situations. So I'll applaud Vince Velasquez. Pretty decent outing out of Vince. And if we look at his stat line for day, he goes 5 innings, and that's basically what I expect from him, 5-6 innings. If he can go that deep into the ball game, I am perfectly fine with that. It goes 5 innings, 6 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts, and a home run allowed to Gary Sanchez. I am perfectly fine with that stat line from Vince Velasquez. A very, very solid outing from him. And the Phillies offense, they came at Jameson Taillon early in this ball game. Yanked him out of the first inning. He couldn't get past it. The Phillies scored 4 runs. First 2 batters get on, Odubel Herrera, Gian Segura, also JT Realmuto gets on to get the bases loaded, and you get a Bryce Harper 2 RBI single, making it 2-0. Andrew McCutchen with the bases loaded just probably got it off the end of at the end of the bat, or just got under it a little bit. Barely missed it going out of the ballpark, getting that grand slam, but it's a sac fly, and he makes it 3-0 Phillies. Alec Boehm gets into the run scoring option there. He gets an RBI single, making it 4-0 Phillies in the first. And that's after, and then Jameson Taillon gets yanked after that Alec Boehm RBI single. You go to the top of the second inning. The Phillies had more chances in that first, but they weren't able to cash in once the Yankees brought in the reliever. So, go top second. Gary Sanchez gets a home run, makes it 4-1. And then Andujar gets on, then Brett Gardner gets a triple to make it a 4-2 Phillies lead. We go bottom 4. Odubel Herrera gets on base. Gian Segura gets him over with a bloop single. So Phillies, they're chipping in offensively, and they get a couple of more runs in the bottom of the 5th. Alec Boehm gets an RBI single, making it 6-2. Ronald Torreyes getting an RBI double, making it 7-2. But then you go top 6. Ruben Odor an absolute bomb to right field into the second deck, making it a 7-3 ball game. Then you go top 8, Gary Sanchez gets a single, which scores a run to make it a 7-4 ball game. And then you go into that top of the 9th inning with Hector Neris. He gets the first out of the inning, but then he walks Brett Gardner and Tyler Wade. And then DJ LeMahieu comes up, and we all know what happens there. He hits a bomb to left field, which ties the ball game up at 7-3 run shots. And then Hector Neris gets the next two guys out on strikeouts, Aaron Judge and Gleyber Torres. The Phillies had a brilliant chance to win the ball game in the 9th, though. Bryce Harper led off with a double, no outs. Okay. Go and win the ball game. Bryce Harper got on second for you, but the Phillies, they can't do anything. Rhys Hoskins gets an out, but then Andrew McCutchen got intentionally walked, so you got Alec Boehm up with 2 runners on and 1 out. He just barely missed a single going up the middle. Gleyber Torres made an amazing play at shortstop to get the force out at second, so you had first and third, 2 outs for Ronald Torres, and wasn't the best at bat. There were a lot of foul balls. He definitely did battle, but the last striking out on that, just like a check swing, just isn't the best look, wasn't the best at bat, and you failed to score when Bryce Harper led off that inning with a double. So you go into the 10th inning tied at 7 apiece. Archie Bradley comes on. You get that runner on second base because of the extra inning rule, and Archie Bradley does a fantastic job. Gio Urshela with a chopper to JT Realmuto gets the first out. Then he strikes out Gary Sanchez, and then he strikes out. I don't know how to pronounce this other guy's name, so he strikes out the third guy. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name, so I'm just not even going to try that. I'm not going to embarrass myself doing that, and I'm not going to disrespect that player whose name I'm probably going to mispronounce. So, going to the bottom of the 10th inning, Ronald Torres, he was the last batter for the Phillies in the bottom of the 9th, so he is the guy that goes on second base for the extra inning runner. Travis Jankowski gets a sac bunt, but Aroldis Chapman looked at third base for a second and maybe try to get Torres, second-guessed himself, and then you got Jankowski sprinting up the first baseline, and he's safe. So you got a first and third situation with nobody out. Odubel Herrera has a chance to win the ball game, pops up, but then it was a smart move by Jankowski because it was a pop-up in the foul territory. Gio Urshela maybe took his time a little bit. He underhanded the ball when he caught it. Maybe he was getting a little too cocky. Maybe he took his time getting the ball back into the infield. Jankowski tagged from first base, went over the second base. So you got second and third with 1 out, and smart play by Jankowski to prevent the double play situation. And Gene Segura, battling his entire at-bat, hits a ground ball to the third baseman, and he tries to throw home. Urshela tries to throw home. Not in time. Torres scores, and the Phillies win this ball game by a score of 8-7. 3 walk-offs in a row. And even though it's a very, very nice atmosphere to see the ballpark insanely packed, which is it's very nice to see. I think one of the people I was talking to, I saw on Twitter as well, I think majority of the attendance was Yankees fans. I think it was like 70 to 30% Yankees fans compared to Phillies fans. And even though I don't like that comparison that much, I don't like that many Yankees fans in my ballpark, it's still nice to see the ballpark packed nonetheless. So yeah, I just wish there weren't that many Yankees. I wish there was more Phillies representation in our own home ballpark, but that's just me being nitpicky. The Yankees fan base, they travel very, very well. So moving away from that point, so let's look into the other stats in this ball game. We know Vince Velasquez, he went at 5 strong innings, very solid outing. Sam Coonrod goes 2 strong innings, only allows 1 hit and 1 earned run, which was the home run to Odor. So a very nice performing there from Coonrod. Ranger Suarez allows his first runs of the season. He pitches an inning, allows 2 hits and an earned run. So pretty decent start. He was eventually going to allow an earned run, so we weren't expecting him to go perfect the rest of the season. That's just going to be very unrealistic at that point. Hector Neris comes in for that 9th inning, allows the 3-run home run to DJ LeMahieu. So he goes the 1 inning, allows 1 hit, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. And then Archie Bradley comes in for the top of the 10th inning, does his job, goes the full inning, and strikes out 2. So for the Phillies box score, Odubel Herrera leading off. He goes 6 for 2, scored 2 runs in this ball game. Jean Segura goes 3 for 6 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. JT Realmuto goes 1 for 4 with a run scored. Bryce Harper with a great day at the office. He went 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs. Rhys Hoskins goes 0 for 2, but he had 3 walks in this ball game. Andrew McCutchen goes 1 for 3. Alec Bohm goes 2 for 5 with a couple of RBIs. And I did see a stat too from Alec Bohm in the month, I think, of June. He's batting way above 300. So it looks like maybe his bat is starting to heat up a little bit. So that is definitely a nice sight to see. Ronald Torreyes in this ballgame goes 2 for 5, and Vince Velasquez goes 0 for 2. Your various pinch hitters in this ballgame. Brad Miller goes 0 for 1 in his appearance. Luke Williams goes 0 for 1, and Jankowski got the sacrifice bunt in the bottom of the 10th inning. So a very, very nice ball game from the Phillies. Wish it didn't happen in the 9th inning where Hector Neris blew the save, but at that point, it is what it is. It's Hector Neris. He's an average closer. He's very hot and cold. I'm more upset with the 2 walks in that inning rather than the home run, because you get those 2 outs. LeMahieu hits the home run. Okay, it's only 7-5 at that point. Then you get the other out in the inning. I'm more worried about the walks than the home run. I know the home run, which is the reason that the ball game is tied, but you probably wouldn't be in that situation if you didn't walk the second 2 batters of that inning. So the Phillies get this first win of this series. They've won 6 out of their last 8, and let's see if they can sweep the Yankees tomorrow. Tomorrow's a 1 p.m. start. You got Aaron Nola going on the mound against your Maine. So let's see what can happen. We definitely need Aaron Nola to bounce back, because he's just been not Aaron Nola-ish his so many past starts. He's been very, very up and down this year. Very, very inconsistent. And we need Aaron Nola to pitch a really good game tomorrow, because if we can get a win tomorrow going into this West Coast road trip, that can be very huge for this team and their confidence moving forward. Because you won 3 straight games in walk-off fashion, your confidence should be at an all-time high. Win tomorrow's game, and you go in hot on the road trip against the Dodgers and the Giants. And that could be very huge for this team. So let's see if the Phillies can get a win tomorrow afternoon. And what are your thoughts and opinions, everyone? I want to hear your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section. As always, don't forget to drop a like on this video. And for people that don't know what the painted lines are, their links in descriptions and their social media links, they'll be down in the description below. For people that are watching on the painted lines, don't forget to subscribe here at TTP Sports. Also, people, don't forget to check out BrodesMedia, where I do the clips for the clip highlights for Twitter. Done that for the past few Phillies games, the past few Sixers games. Definitely go check out BrodesMedia, Hunter Brody there. Very, very great stuff. And also the links for the Flyer Up podcast and the Flyers Nitty Gritty. Those links will be down in the description below as well. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, everyone. And I will see you next time.